Demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use the ACPE website to find some different CPE centers that may fit your needs. So this is the ACPE website. You can see up here it's acpe.edu. And to find the sites, you just want to click right here on directory, and that's going to bring you up to a search area where you can search by state. First of all, if you want to do states, maybe you want to go to Hawaii, or maybe you want to head down to Florida. You can search for the different states there. I think we'll do ours for Ohio. And then you can enter a name. If you want Kettering, for example, you type Kettering in there. Or if you want Advent Health, you can type Advent Health in there. Any of those sites are really, you can put whatever you'd like in there. I usually keep that blank though. Units offer, this gives you a list. So if you're really looking for residency, you can search residency there. Then you also have center type here. All these different types of centers that you can look for. Usually I'll just keep that blank because I don't want to accidentally miss something that might work well for me because I have the wrong settings here. So, and then accredited for would be educator training or level 1-2 CPE. At this point, I think we're all pretty much at level 1-2 CPE. Educator training is something for down the road. So once you have your information in here that you want, you just hit find. And that's going to pull up your different locations in Ohio. You see you have Cincinnati Children's Hospital, Cincinnati VA Hospital, Cleveland Clinic, on down the list. And we're going to find, here's Kettering here. You have Kettering Health Network, CPE Center, and Kettering Medical Center. I'm not sure the difference between the two, but they're both listed here. So then you just click on the name of it, and that's going to open another page that has your ACPE Center information. So the important things to notice here, you have some phone numbers, you also have the website for the hospital, and also contact information for sending an email out to whoever it is that you want to contact there. Here you have the educators listed. Here they have Mark Feldbush and Moses Aladel. And so you have these guys here, and these are your educators that are going to be actually doing your training, supervising you as you do your CPE. Then you scroll down a little bit more and you'll see the types of units they have offered. See, Kettering only offers a summer, extended, and a residency at this center. Then they also, you can look at stipends. Usually residency is the only one that has a stipend. So you see that residency with a stipend. Single units, extended, summer, they very rarely have a stipend. You can also see here whether or not they have rooms available for you and also meals paid for. Application fee here is $25, which isn't so bad. I've seen them $50 up to $75. There may even be some that are $100 application fee. Some of them don't have an application fee at all. Just depends on which one you're going to. So that's the page for ACPE. But you don't want to really stick with this one because it's not usually up to date. Really, the best way to find up-to-date information is by using these email addresses and actually contacting the center itself. But if you want more information on them, a good way is to just click on their website here. Now, the Kettering one actually does not bring you directly to the CPE site, which you'll have to just search for. So if you just go clinical pastoral education, then there you go. Here's clinical pastoral education right here for Kettering, and I'll click on CPE, and there you go. So here's all Kettering's information about CPE. You can see down here it talks about the two programs formats they offer: a residency and an internship. $25 application fee, which is $600 per unit. So if you were to do an internship, you'd have to pay $600 on top of that application fee. If you do a residency, it seems like it would be 3 units of CPE, so it would be $600 times 3 as you continue through your program. Each program has a different cost. You want to just ask about that. Now, Kettering has application area here, application, and they actually have their own application. So if you click here on download application, they have their application here, which is very similar to the official ACPE application, but not identical. So here's theirs, and then here's all the questions that they want here, and it's just more specific to Kettering. Now, Kettering also offers this great application tips document right here, download application tips. This is very helpful when you're actually doing your very first application because it's going to give you some guidelines about what it is that you should be doing with this. You see, an application should be about 8 to 10 pages total length. for all required written essays. Now, there's nowhere else that tells you that, so that's a good rule of thumb for you, 8 to 10 pages for your application. So here's some tips for them, and I'll put a link for this on the description for this video, and then also in the newsletter that we send out regularly. So now if you were back here at ACPE's website, you can also get the application here. So you just go back to their main page, go to resources, and then right here, CPE applications. Now this is the official ACPE application and probably the one that most centers are going to use. So you click on PDF right here, or doc if you want to be able to fill it out, and then here's the document right here coming up. There you go. So there's our document. This is the application, and the questions are very similar to the questions you're going to find on the Kettering application, but these ones are specific to this form. Then you have a second page here where you're going to need to fill out your information here, what you're applying to. This is all your information. Just fill out as much as you know. Academic reference should be a professor. Denominational reference should be somebody that actually works in your denomination, that knows you and has probably worked for you. And then personal reference also. Admissions interviewer, you don't need to fill that out. That would be for the CPE center to complete. So make sure you get all this filled out and do all these questions too, because when it comes time to apply, this application can take a long time. Like you saw before, it's 8 to 10 pages. You want to be sure to get that done. If you don't get that done early, it's going to hold you back from being able to get your application in, and you might miss out on that center that you really want to apply to. Lastly, I wanted to encourage you to take time on this ACPE website to register. Just click on My CPE here, and you can register for it. Now, let's see here. Somewhere in here you'll find a registration site for it. Maybe it's for students here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, here you go. Create an account right here. So how did we do that? We did students, and then scroll down here. You already have an account, sign in. If not, create an account here. It's very good. You'll need this for your whole professional career as a chaplain or as a pastor so that you can track your CPE units to show people that yes, you have completed CPE, and that's going to look great on your resume. It's going to look great on whatever applications you send out in the future, because they're going to know that you've taken the time to work out some of those deep issues in your life that makes you able to minister to people in their time of need. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. There's information down below, and hope this helps you out. Have a great day. Bye-bye.